there was an interview that I did with Professor Raghuram Rajan at Davos, and I've been wanting to ask you this question since. His larger point was that the Modi government at this moment makes it seem as if we're on a 7% growth path and that this is relative to what's happening in the world very good. He says, given our stage of economic evolution, we should really be aiming for 9-10%. He chided me to ask government when I got a chance that, this is actually our current growth prospects and forecasts are 2 or 3% lesser than what you said while you were in opposition. And his charge is that just because we can't find the ways of growing at 9 to 10%, the government is now making it seem as if 7% is the best that can be done. Look at China at a similar stage of its evolution cycle. Look at the speed at which they were growing. If India does intend to become a Viksit country, we need to be growing at 9-10%. How would you respond to Raghuram Rajan?
I would want to ask you, should I respond to him as Raghuram Rajan, the economist, or Raghuram Rajan, the politician? The answer will depend on it.
Jo aapko theek lage.
No, I want to say this first. That's an answer that I'm giving you. Because Raghuram Rajan also had told us that we shouldn't invest any more in manufacturing. Concentrate on services. But when he wants to talk on China, he would compare. China has always invested hugely in manufacturing. Now, I'm not imitating China. We'll have to find ways in which our own strengths can be further leveraged. So, that is one advice earlier. So, I find it difficult to take Raghuram Rajan's advice also because he was here holding a very responsible position as Governor of Reserve Bank of India. The banks went through torment. A regulator looked the other way when phone calls were going to the banks and banks were yielding to the phone calls. The regulator didn't tell them, you will yield only to the banking norms and not to phone calls. So Raghuram Rajan, make up your mind when you speak to the government and nudging the media to go ask the government questions. Say first of all, look, I'm now wearing my economist hat and sometimes I'm wearing my political hat. That might be easy for us to address.